Opening up the UFC Abu Dhabi fight card, we have Martin Budai taking on Marcus Buchecha. Martin Budai, 15-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's on a 2-fight win streak, taking on UFC newcomer, Jiu-Jitsu phenom, 5-1 Marcus Buchecha, who is 4-1 in his last 5. Martin Budai is a guy we've broken down before. He's an interesting guy to break down because outside the UFC, he's knocking people's heads off. He's got good power in his hands. He has 11 stoppage wins in his career. He's got good footwork. He throws everything with 100% intent. Inside the octagon, though, he does average almost 5 significant strikes landed per minute, but he is hittable, and he's a slow starter. He's not really finding those finishes. He is coming off that short notice win over Uran Satilbayev. He's taking on Marcus Buchecha. This guy's a BJJ nightmare. He is a heavyweight who grapples like a much smaller guy. He can grapple really well off his...
Do you have any BJ nightmares?
No. They're all dreams. Sometimes wet. His striking is not very good, but he has no problem coming forward, swinging as hard as he can, and getting after it. He does carry some power. Being that he needs to get fights to the ground to win them, his takedowns aren't as good as you would want, but he's kind of relentless. He'll just keep trying. He'll just keep shooting them. He is closer, in my opinion, and I feel like the read here is against the general public. He's closer to a BJJ nerd than he is a complete MMA fighter. I broke this fight down before there were odds anywhere. And every fight I break down, I try to do so without knowing the odds. Sometimes you just stumble upon them. But this fight, they didn't even exist. So I broke it down clean with no outside influence whatsoever. And I picked Martin Budai. I do wish Martin had fought like a nasty wrestler before so I could really judge the takedown defense. Right now, Martin is listed as 100% takedown defense. That's a bit artificial because he hasn't fought anybody with phenomenal takedowns. But I am going to pick Martin. He is the more well-rounded fighter. We've got a phenomenal jiu-jitsu guy that needs to get it to the ground and an actual well-rounded MMA fighter. I wish Martin was a little more dangerous, but I think I like the fact that he doesn't come out guns blazing. Will take his time, stay on the outside, maybe defend a few takedowns, touch up Marcus, and Marcus is going to be a little fish out of water here. Budai is going to be the pick, but, you know, he's kind of sloppy and not dangerous. What do you think, Jacob?
Sounds like you. Yeah, this honestly feels like one of the hardest, and it sounds stupid because you're talking about Martin Budai, but it feels like this is like the hardest matchup they could give this guy in the division for all the reasons that you listed. He is a guy that isn't going to commit to a big shot, which a lot of these jiu-jitsu guys need that type of level change. They're not shooting these like great singles or blast doubles. They want to time a level change so it makes it easier on them because they're not the best at doing it. And if you're not sitting those big shots and he has to shoot, now you got this big ass, durable, sweaty dude that knows jiu-jitsu as well. He's not lost on the ground. Martin Buday is also very good at jiu-jitsu. So even if you get the takedown, he's also not like a typical like clueless heavyweight on the ground. They can just take his back and submit. Maybe he's able to do that. And the odds suggest that he probably should be able to do that, get a takedown, threaten a submission of some sort, at least get a dominant win. But Martin Buday, as you mentioned, could just kind of pump out the jab. Durable guy, knows how to survive on the ground. And if the fight extends, we've seen Marcus in a 3-round fight lose before. Now, he was pretty relentless in that fight. I mean, even when he wasn't getting takedowns, he was standing there, throwing back in the pocket, trying to sweep positions, doing everything he could. Didn't get the decision win, but he was slowed down. He was getting sloppy. And at the UFC level, when that starts happening, it gets really bad for you, especially a guy that can just kind of lay on sloppy volume, like a guy like Martin Budai, be heavy on you against the fence and stuff like that. So I'm in the same boat you are. I got to take the veteran here. I mean, he's 15-2. He knows how to survive on the ground. He's been there, done that, a lot of experience. And this guy, Marcus, is a little bit too jiu-jitsu for me.
It's almost like early Mackenzie Dern. And early Mackenzie Dern had a couple of easy, quick wins against lesser talent and then fought some decent people and didn't have that success. Marina Rodriguez, who was well-rounded beater. Amanda Hebos, who was well-rounded beater. Martin Budai's pretty well-rounded. I'm surprised they didn't give Marcus, and this is short notice for Marcus. Martin Budai was already on this card, I believe, against somebody else.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't say, you know what, you're a decent-looking dude. You're not super young, so let's give you a couple of wins and make something out of you. And give him like Lucas Bresky, right? Give him a heavyweight who has no ground game. But they're like, here's a well-rounded guy. Good luck. So I don't know if I could go ahead and bet on Martin because he's just not dangerous enough. And if Martin wins, it's going to be a very fucking nerve-wracking 15 minutes. But I do think Martin is going to win here, plus 250. Maybe these get crazy. I was debating an inside the distance decision, no action. But if Marcus loses, he's going to get submitted. So that bet doesn't make sense either. So I haven't done anything yet here. I don't think I will.
If Marcus loses, he's going to get submitted.
I meant to say Martin. These names are too similar for me with my fucking half a lisp. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything with this fight. If I do, I guess stay tuned and make sure notifications are turned on inside the app. If you do want to unlock every pick, every bet, every tool. Big Ange, am up 3 weeks in a row doing quite well. Check out my bets and the rest of the crews at WeWantPicks.com. Just click Become a Member. It's $10 for an entire month's worth of access.
I'm just sitting here eating some ooey gooey.
Eating rabbit shit because Hoopsie says you eat rabbit shit.
Look at these ooey gooey. Where do you think these are from?
Those are gooey. So somebody make those?
And that just brings us to today's sponsor, McDonald's. Those are McDonald's chocolate chip cookies. Not only do they have chocolate chip cookies, they have French fries, they have cheeseburgers, and I'll be honest, Angelo, I believe I'm eating enough snack wraps to make sure the snack wraps never go away again. Boy, do I love the snack wraps. They are back. You can get a 2 snack wrap meal, large fry, large drink, for only $19.99 today at your local McDonald's. Burger King was a sponsor last week. I got a call from Mr. McDonald.
Yeah.
And he said, I need that big back Angelo under my umbrella because people are going to trust what he says. So
the fact that I couldn't do the Big Mac in under a minute probably helped him out. Like, that might be big. His fat ass couldn't do it.
There's a guy he's eating one thing on every.
I know, that's Zach.
But he did a 1 bite Big Mac.
That's his whole thing. Every single thing on the menu in as few bites as possible. He did a Big Mac in 1 bite. He's doing it all.
And
it's
he
crazy.
actually did it.
No, I know. I think it's the same dude from Barstool, but he says he's not. But that seems crazy that he's not because they look identical and they have the same name. Angel, our buddy Angel, who we haven't heard from in a while, said, "Sup, hermanos. Angel looking slim and kind of sexy. I've been gaining weight like a motherfucker, so thank you for that. Jacob looking Dominican with that bushy beard. Love it. Stay black." Angel, we appreciate you.
Que lo que, Angel? Que lo que?
We'll probably do a call-in show this Thursday. Call in, say hi to the boys. Thanks for being here. Angel.